that cryptocurrency, once considered a niche and speculative asset, has emerged as a disruptive force in the global financial system. Since the advent of Bitcoin in 2009, the world has witnessed an exponential growth in the popularity and adoption of cryptocurrencies. Today, cryptocurrencies have penetrated various industries, sparked a wave of technological innovations, and ignited debates about the future of money. And as we venture into the future, what is the future of money and how cryptocurrencies are reshaping the financial landscape? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time we encapsulate some multi-decular learnings from this fantastic lineup of speakers we have.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah. It's really great to be here with all these amazing experts and the conversation to enhance the cryptocurrencies into the financial and money future in the next 5 years, and what will be the advantage and disadvantage. That will be questions that I would like to ask each and every one of you. If you can please start with a little bit of more of who you are. So give us a content, almost like a salon conversation, not as a panel, which will be increasing the energy of the conversations. So let's start. And 2-3 minutes of discussing the advantage and disadvantage and how do you see the next 5 years and the enhancement of the undoubtedly, increasing the money and finance conversation for the cryptocurrency.
Hello. Yeah, thanks, Naama. Thanks for this. So first thing first, introductions. Hi, good morning. My name is Mayur. I'm from NivaPay, and I head the business development and sales team over there. So NivaPay started 2 years before. We are particularly into crypto PSP, and we have recently integrated in on-ramping as well. And yeah, that's a short intro. And as Naama asked, where do I see, in personal opinion, cryptocurrency and financial inclusion for next 5 years? I would like to say in the situation of adoptability, today I am seeing El Salvador and Central African Republic as the two legal acceptance for Bitcoin. And in the sense of adaptability, I'm pretty sure within the next 5 years, I'm going to see most of the countries in all the continents will be adapting the cryptocurrency in some form or the other. So we can call it as a stable coin, we can call it as a crypto native, we can call it as a CBDC, whatever in form. But yes, cryptocurrency is going to be there in each and everyone's mobile wallet, and sure, for next 5 years. So that is a brief thing what I want to say about the 5 years plan for cryptocurrencies. Thanks.
Great. And what would you see as the advantage and disadvantage?
I will just give a brief advantages. First thing I see is very much accepting in cross-border payments. A lot of countries, specific to the third world or the developing nations, what we call it, they are finding crypto payments specific to their clients or vendors or parties or wholesalers in an easy format rather than going through the traditional fiat to fiat transactions. And the second advantage I'm seeing for the consumers, as in the retail clients, the chargeback risk, which they were, and it's a two benefits for the customers and for the vendors and merchants as well. The chargeback risks are lowering down, and I think that way is the whole transparency in the financial system would be there. The cost to the chargebacks, which everybody pays in some way or the other format, is going to lower down. So yes, this was the kind of an advantage I'm seeing at this moment.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sarthak Shah, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of BitGenix. We are a wealth management company. We diversify your portfolio across the domains, be it crypto, forex, commodities, or real estate projects, luxury watches. Crypto is a prime forte because that's something we have been doing for 10 years, at least me 10 years, because I started into crypto when I was like 13 years old. So I started this company 3 years back, and we started from Singapore. As of now, we are spread across the globe in 6 different countries. Now coming to your question, where I see crypto in the future in the next 5 years. So to be honest, I see it in many ways. And the reason is that because the way this tech is evolving and the way the psychic of this consumer who is consuming this immense tech is also changing. First, most of us used to be reactive. Whenever we hear any buzzword or we hear something, we used to react, we used to analyze and then implement. But now with times, we are proactive. Like the moment we hear, we'll be taking first the action and then we'll analyze our actions. The most recent example to this is NFTs. Let's compare the growth of crypto, DeFi tokens and NFTs. NFT grew in just a blink of an eye. So many people came up with their NFTs, marketplaces, creators. It's because now we are very proactive with the approach and everyone is seeing so much belief in the crypto, in the foundation and in the future. As I said, it's in many ways, it's a 360-degree revamp which is going to happen to the whole economy over there. And now coming to the advantages and disadvantages between crypto and traditional fiat currencies. Whenever you're comparing any two subjects, so both of those subjects have their pros and cons. But what matters is, what is that pro which overcomes all the pros of traditional fiat currencies? As per my opinion, what I see is that crypto provides a good backbone to all these developing and underdeveloped countries to grow. Because as of now, all these governments are dependent on developed countries, and in simple words, it's just inflated numbers, unlimited printing of money, and no strong foundation. It's just a thin air. But crypto can provide that sort of base, that sort of foundation to all these developing and underdeveloped countries. And that's what we are seeing with projects which is coming our launch, which small countries are using for their transactions. Then there is El Salvador accepting crypto. So it's very much important and crucial for all this underdeveloping and developing stage of countries. So yeah, that's my take on that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, this is so true. Yes, we're going now into Alexey, and let's see what's your opinion. And first, also introduce yourself a little bit.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Ognev Alexey. I'm from Russia, and my English is not good, and I need help with my translator sometimes. I'm co-founder DIGIU. It's international IT company, and we have some solution for crypto, cross-chain and cross-border transaction, and we have some small venture capital fund. And this Expo I представляю. I'm representing our venture capital fund and our project. And one of project is использует один из наших проектов.
One of our projects
занимается как раз внедрением криптовалюты, но на уровне государства.
One of our projects is working on using cryptocurrencies on the government level, state level.
И я хочу рассказать о том, как это происходит не на уровне простых людей и криптовалют, а на уровне внедрения это в государство.
So I want to talk about how the cryptocurrencies are working not with normal people, not with us, but on the level of states.
Я думаю, каждый из вас знает, что можно пользоваться различными стейблкоинами. Я присоединяюсь к тому, что сказали спикеры, но хочу раскрыть другую сторону криптовалют.
I'm sure that all of you know how a lot of stablecoins are used right now, and I support the previous speakers in that, but I want to talk about the different side of this development.
Естественно, у криптовалют есть как положительные стороны, так и те стороны, на которые мы почему-то не обращаем внимания.
Naturally, cryptocurrencies have advantages as well as those sides which we don't pay enough attention to.
Положительные стороны коллеги перечислили. Это децентрализация, свобода, отсутствие контроля, невозможность остановить транзакцию.
The advantages were said by my colleagues. It's the decentralization, it's the freedom of movement, it's the there's no control over the transactions, but
Но когда мы работаем с разными центробанками в разных странах и с разными государствами, мы видим и другую сторону. И я хочу обратить ваше внимание на это.
But when we talk to different central banks of different countries and different governments of those countries, we see the other side of the story.
Например, в России в августе началось внедрение цифрового рубля, CBDC.
For example, in Russia, in August, we made our digital ruble, our CBDC. And in the beginning, it's all very good. We have positive vibes and everything is just perfect.
Но готовы ли мы все с вами, да, к тем изменениям, которые будут, когда все это действительно войдет в нашу жизнь?
But are we all ready to accept those changes which we will be facing when every one of you will start using cryptocurrencies?
Готовы ли мы к тому, что эта прозрачность, да, эта децентрализация действительно коснется каждого из вас?
Are we all ready that the transparency and the decentralization will really touch every one of you?
И все ваши деньги, все ваши средства будут прозрачны и подконтрольны полностью государству. Да, Центробанк.
And all of your money would really be transparent and under control of your states.
Лично я и моя компания к этому готовы. Мы это внедряем и разрабатываем.
Me and my company are ready for this. We are making researches and developments on this.
И я считаю, что это действительно сделает мир лучше и, как сказать, изменит финансовую систему.
And I think that this would really change the world and change the financial system of the world.
I think that Alexey, what you are actually pointing out is the borderless. It's the borderless idea of cryptocurrency. I think that's what is the bottom line, what he's talking. Borderless, like no border. Yeah. So, Kuldeep, can I please ask you to share the advantage and disadvantage and what you see in the next 5 years as far as the enhancement?
So, greetings everyone. My name is Kuldeep and I represent B2 broker company and B2B in-pay company. On B2 broker side, we do liquidity and technology. So we create basically financial institutions like financial businesses. We help them with our technology solutions like white label and everything. And on the B2B in-pay side, we do crypto processing, pretty much crypto payment gateway. So I'm based in Dubai. That's pretty much of my introduction. Coming back to the questions, most of my colleagues already pointed out all the major points like disadvantages and advantages, but there are a few things I would like to add. In terms of disadvantage of cryptocurrencies, the major disadvantage that I see is the volatility. But ever since the stable coin came into the picture in the market, all this, the fear of volatility has gone. So many people has adopted towards the stable coin. I see many businesses start accepting crypto as a payment. So this is one of the, let's say, major advantage of cryptocurrency. If you talk about cross-border payments, yes, this is something which really helped in the global scale, where the businesses, like small-scale businesses, which was finding it very difficult to interact with international counterparts, now they can accept payments from anywhere in the world. So this is also one of the, let's say, key advantages. And the cost of transaction, like in the traditional banking sector, sometimes it's very expensive to do the transaction cross borders or even within the country. But ever since the evolution of crypto, stable coin, and various other methods, this I think I consider as one of the major points. So yeah, and in the next 5 years, I think because crypto runs on the blockchain technology, and blockchain has a huge potential, not only in the, let's say, financial industry or in the payments, but in different industries as well, let's say healthcare or let's say any other industry where blockchain can be implemented. So I think it has more to explore in future, and let's say within not 5 years, maybe 10 years, you will see more and more developing countries, underdeveloped countries will be using I would say blockchain technology, not cryptocurrency only, blockchain technology overall. So yeah, this is what I think in general. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So you're actually talking about the security and authenticity of the blockchain as far as the technology.
Yeah, as a framework.
Yeah. Thank you. Alexander, so we want to hear from you.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much that you was waiting for me at least a few minutes, that you allow me to come here. It's very hard to talk when you are last one, because I already said so many information that I don't know what to say right now. But I came from the Forex business, and I think a lot of you are trading Forex, correct? Forex, crypto. And I started dealing in this business from 2012 with different countries, different companies. And when the crypto came, I remember that all inside of this Forex business that was saying, no, it's like 6 months maximum. No, it's maybe 1 year maximum. They was very negative. They was telling, oh my God, this is big hype and in one day it will finish. Then they start providing trading instruments. So they starting to accepting that. Then they start providing USDT payments. So right now all brokers there, they will tell you, yes, we are accepting USDT. USDT is good because it's easy to deposit, easy to withdraw. You have the access to the money. But I want to ask you one question. Can you please raise your hands who is trading crypto? Who's trading crypto especially? Raise your hands. Okay. Tell me please who maybe not trading crypto, but you are doing transactions, payment through the USDT. Raise your hand. Who prefer to do transaction through the USDT? You see? This is the point. So maybe it's not in Crypto Expo, because when it's Crypto Expo in Dubai, all people will be, oh, I'm trading, I'm doing payments. But still, I think that the community and the people, they are not ready to use only crypto. I really believe that crypto, it's like a future, the stable coin future, like a payment solution. But if you ask me about the government, how to do on the government level, I'm not sure that it's so easy to do.
Yeah.
In theory, all governments, yeah, we are ready to do this, we are ready to do that. But if all environment is ready for that, this is the question. So I still think crypto, it's wow. It's helping us a lot, even in my business, But the point is, I'm not sure that is it ready to be better than fiat.
Yeah, and I think what you are actually talking about is the investment opportunity, but also about the regulation, how the regulation is different from one state to the other. So I think that that's the future, and we can continue the conversation in a positive energy. I think that's what will bring us together. So I want to also leave a couple of minutes for questions for the audience. So we'll have another subject that I really dear to my heart also, because, if you look around, we have maybe, I would say, 90% of the masculine energy and very, very, very little of the feminine energy. But this is also will take us into the conversation about inclusivity. So I would like to ask you, how can the cryptocurrencies address financial inclusion and improve access to banking and services for underbanked and underbanked communities, which I think that the next decade will be about us coming together and actually increasing the conversation about the underserved communities. Alexander, we're going to start with you. Now you are the first one. Yeah.
Thank you very much for the second chance to talk. So, if we are talking about banking, banking and the USDT, I remember I was using one Latvian bank when in Dubai was the first Crypto Expo. I was invited there and I was the first speaker. So first Crypto Expo, I was there the first speaker. And I was trying in that points of the time, I think it was 2020. No, it was 2021, exactly after the Corona time. And I remember I was using one bank, and in Binance was the option that you was able to make withdrawal by SEPA. There is the SWIFT, there is the SEPA. This is the way how you can transfer money between the bank. In Europe, it's SEPA. SWIFT, this is the worldwide. And when I was trying to get the withdrawal from Binance to my SEPA account, I got the warning immediately from my bank. They told me, if you will do this one more time, we will block your bank account. This is the point. So, of course, right now we can see a lot of the P2P options. I think in India also a lot of exchanges, But I can see the future of crypto with the banking system, but it will take time. It will take a long time, because banking, no need to expect that it will be implemented to the bank system right now. Because, banking system, it's not starting from 10 years ago, even not from 100 years ago. It was taking time to develop everything in the proper way. So my recommendation for you, you need to be more familiar with the crypto. Try slowly go out from fiat because it's very comfortable. But with the bank, it will still take his time.
Thank you. Thank you. Mayur, about the underbanked and underbanked communities.
Of course. I would start with an example, a live example, which I have seen in last 1 year or so. So in India, we are familiar with UPI. I'm speaking to a few of the merchants in LATAM region, Latin America countries. Pardon me if my figures are wrong, but the last I heard, it was 70% population of Latin America is unbanked. In figures, it's approximately 122 million people. And when I say Latin America, I'm talking about Paraguay, Bolivia, all these small countries where people don't even know what kind of a bank system is there. So we have seen a huge adoption within the last mile reach of these countries where people are aware about cryptocurrencies, people are aware about digital wallets, and they are looking forward to get an easy access for the payment transfers, whether it's in retail or a daily use. So many of the PSPs, merchants established in LATAM are trying to integrate their crypto services with PIX. PIX is similar to the UPI, what Brazilian central bank is doing. And believe me, 70% unbanked people would be, the question is about reshaping the financial landscape, but I think if this examples and this merchants work together with this last mile, last leash people, it would be revolutionizing the whole financial landscape. So recently we got to know that PayPal has started their own stablecoin. So as we are running out of time, I'll take a pause here and I'll finish with a closing statement from my side at least. What I'm very much optimistic about cryptocurrency is because the cryptocurrency, as Alexey has mentioned, it started as a speculation. People started speculating. But today I'm seeing a sustainability from 0 to 60,000. But for last 2 years, it's at 30,000. I'm talking about BTC. And I'm pretty sure, coming back to your last question, now in 5 years, from speculation to sustainability, I'm pretty sure the cryptocurrency is going to be a mass scalable option for the whole financial landscape worldwide.
Thank you so much.
And I think I'll take a pause till from here. Thank you.
Sarthak, yeah.
I believe this is one of the best use case of blockchain which can be done for the financial inclusion. And this one is very close to me because I've also wrote a research paper on that and Mayur's stats were right. So around 122 million people are unbanked. So now the most important thing is to identify the reasons of this unbanked. It's not like they are uneducated or they don't have access to the tech. If we go to the stats, 70% of the populations have smartphones. But what's stopping them for becoming under the banking solution? The stopping is that lack of infrastructure in the remote areas. And second is refugee status. For example, if we talk about real-time events, around 2016 or 17, Finland started Monikar, which is a smart contract-based app where they were helping refugees without any status, because refugees have left their country or due to those reasons they have to shift from their country to Finland. And Finland was having an influx amount of refugees in their country. It was very hard for them to provide the banking facilities. So they started using blockchain, and on blockchain they built a software application called as Monikar, which they were issuing to refugees and were able to provide banking facilities to them. And same thing can be done with tech. Governments are taking initiatives, whether it's tech initiatives or non-tech. But what better tech than blockchain? Because the key problem over here is, as of now, there are so many intermediary agents in between to provide this banking facilities to the end user. The most of the efforts or most of the benefit is the middle parties who are getting. So with the help of blockchain, definitely the financial inclusion is getting increased day by day. And one of the hottest topic as of now, OpenAI, ChatGPT, his CEO, Sam Altman, also started a digital identity system with the help of an eye scanning. So once you scan your eye, you will be able to create your digital identity. So things are already implemented. It started to get implemented as well. Where we are here just discussing, people are actually out there implementing. Even Zurich started digital identifier system for their population as well.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Alexey, do you understand the question? You're explaining the question. Okay.
I will
Yeah.
speak shortly, yes. Раз. Нет, переводи. Ну, я считаю, что криптовалюты все еще использует сложный интерфейс, и для того, чтобы в нем разобраться, нужно иметь острую потребность.
I believe that cryptocurrencies are right now still using a very complex interface, and for that we need to simplify it a little.
И есть несколько видов потребностей. Первое – это потребность заработка, и многие здесь, видимо, зарабатывают на криптовалютах, либо как-то применяют их для повышения своего дохода.
So there are different necessities. So first of all, the necessities of making profit, and all of the people have necessities of earning.
И если у вас есть, и желание много заработать, это хорошая причина, чтобы разобраться, и вы разбираетесь.
And when you want to earn more, it's a good reason to understand a particular topic.
Вторая причина – это когда вас в чем-то ограничили. Например, у вас нет банков или у вас банки не работают в других странах.
The second reason is when someone is not letting you do something. For example, the banks. Maybe you are not getting the access to the banks.
В прошлом месяце я провел несколько недель в странах Африки, и там банки недоступны для людей. У людей нет банковских карт и банковских счетов.
In the past few months, I've been to Africa for several weeks, and I've seen that the banks are not available there for people. Like they cannot make accounts in banks.
И я встретил много людей, которые, не имея доступа к банку, умеют пользоваться криптовалютами. То есть у них есть в этом необходимость.
And I met a lot of people who do not have access to the bank, but they're still using the crypto because it's their necessity. There's no other option.
И для них это не является сложностью.
And this is not making any difficulties for them.
Поэтому, да, для многих людей криптовалюта действительно решает эту потребность уже сейчас. А посмотрите на другие страны просто.
So if we look even in the current scenario, the cryptocurrencies are already solving a lot of problems like this, and we have a long way to go together.
Yeah, thank you so much. Decentralization, I guess that's what the key for it all. Yes?
I'll get straight to the point. We are running out of time. So basically, the question is people who are underbanked or not having access to the banks. Cryptocurrency has huge role to play there. I can just tell you a recent survey conducted in India. Since we are in India, let's talk about India. So tier 3 cities, tier 2 cities, especially housewives, from India, from all the small cities. The study came out to show that the highest number of investors in crypto, since my colleague Alex and Oleg mentioned that many brokers, because we serve broker dealers, many brokers accept payments in cryptocurrencies, like in stablecoin, and also give investment opportunities in the market, in the financial industry. So all these tier 3, tier 2 cities, many female, since you touch base on that topic, the highest number of investment coming from that segment of the population. So I think it has more to do, more to evaluate at this moment. But we are
more
in the industry.
to come, for
more
sure.
to come, for sure. And all these experts are available on their respective booths. If you have any particular questions which we could not cover during the session because we have time restraint, you can always come and visit us. We will be glad to answer all of your questions.
Yeah, so I would like to encourage everyone to, first of all, connect to each other. It's going to be a really good way to continue the conversation. I'm sure most of us here on LinkedIn and just connecting to each other, encouraging each and every one of us to look into the possibilities and not be extreme. Try to continue the conversation and understand that some people out there have resistance, and when we come in a positive way and come together, regardless of where we are. I'm from Los Angeles, so we come in a very positive, from Russia, from everywhere in the world, so that's really great. I would like to see if anybody has a question in the audience. Yes, okay, yeah. With the mic. Yeah. Can you also share your name and where are you from and what are you?
Sure. My name is Pooja Porwal. My question is going to be to Sarthak Shah. I'm working with a startup building a cross-border payment bank on blockchain. So you mentioned that cryptocurrency or fiat currency rather is disadvantageous because countries are aimlessly minting currencies in terms of financial depression, and this leads to inflation. I don't think apart from Bitcoin, there are very large number of cryptos having a set cap. So how do you counter that?
Hello. So I will agree with you. I'm not saying that crypto is at a stage where it's called a currency as of now. In fact, I will say it's an injustice to the crypto community by calling it a currency at such a nascent stage. It's still evolving. It's just been like 10 or 12 years. I'm not saying that Bitcoin can only be the future currency or XYZ can be the only future currency. But do crypto have the potential? That's the golden question. Crypto has that potential, but which crypto it will be down the line? That's the answer I don't have as of now. But as I said, both of the industries have the pros and cons. Even the crypto has the cons and the pros. Same thing happens with the fiat as well. So as of now, like you mentioned, Bitcoin has a fixed supply. There are other few cryptos who have fixed supply. So few have unlimited supply. So which crypto is going to be? That's not something I'm aware of as of now. But does have crypto have the potential? Yes, and it does have the potential in the future.
All right. And how do you see the regulators looking at cryptos which are having unlimited supply or even entering into spaces such as cross-border currencies where KYC, AML, CTF is quite a mandate?
So I think when there is a technology like blockchain, there should be a certain regulation which is very much required for the safety of that citizens of that particular country. So, for example, there are so many countries in the European Union which have come up with reported wallets, not the regulated wallet. It's a thin line between reported and regulated, but reported is the keyword over here. So there are countries can come up with reported wallets. They can tie up with exchanges. It can be local exchanges. It can be international exchanges. They can have reported wallets through which KYC and the mandatory stuff they can carry on. Apart from that, yes, with this tech, the cross-border payments is the USP, but at the same time, it can cause huge problems to the overall economy of each country. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for everyone. And let's take a photo, all of us. Yeah. So if you
Thank you.
stand up and take a photo.
Well, thank you so much, Naama, for beautifully spearheading that conversation, and to all our speakers for that lovely conversation. Can we have a louder round of applause for them?